Hi everybody, this is actually hilarious. I'm on my bed right now in my guest room and I want to share with you, I've got 3 dogs with me, and I want to share with you my absolute top tips for getting a good night's sleep. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and there's one here which I don't think you can see, Phoebe, on the end here. Little dogs. So tip number 1 would be, oh my gosh, do not have a dog on the bed who is going to disturb you through the night. It's so funny because I've got my 3. I've got Sunshine the Pomeranian that many of you have met right here. And she is fine on the bed because she just sleeps like a big baked potato. She just goes to sleep and she's done for the night. She does not stir at all. She's actually reminds me of one of those pillow pets. You know those, I don't know if they certainly had them here in America, these sort of big, round, puffy cushions, pillow pets. I used to get them for my daughter. Anyway, she's like a pillow pet. This little guy, Lucky, he's kind of not so good in a bed because he does a lot of scratching. He's going to be really disturbing during this video. A lot of scratching and fiddling around, so not so good. And then Phoebe, who's on the end of the bed, and I don't want to disturb her because she's a little bit cantankerous now because she's super duper old. That's a no to have on the bed because she will wake you up during the night. So anyway, that's by the by. 3 little doggies, only have pets on your bed if they are like Sunshine, like a pillow pet that will go to sleep and will not move a muscle during the entire night. All right, so let's get on with the actual tips. So I'm here, and this is my guest room in my house. It's like, I love this room because it's like a little cottage room and all the sun pours in through the shutters and it's just a lovely, cozy little room. So I thought I'd do the video right here. And I just want to show you some of the things that over the years I've really found to be not just helpful, but actually a complete and utter necessity in terms of getting a good night's sleep for me. Because I think, you know, we go through different stages in our life, and as we get older, menopause can really interrupt your sleep patterns, hormonal changes. Suddenly you're like, what is going on? I'm waking up at 2 and 3. And then there are different times when you go through a lot of stress and worry. Obviously, some of you are insomniac. There's many different reasons why we can find getting a really good night's sleep difficult. And you know, what is the optimum amount of sleep that we need? Because sleep is so important. It's so much a big part of my wellness philosophy that I teach everybody. Because, you know, without sleep, our body simply can't heal. It really is as simple as that. It cannot heal and do what it needs to do. It needs that rest, and it needs 8 hours sleep. That is the optimum amount of sleep. So somewhere between 7 and 9 is a really good place. And if you're getting less than that, then you really need to listen up at some of these tips that I'm going to give you right now. So the first tip I'm going to say is get rid of as many electronic things as you can out of your room. So I don't have my phone or my computer or a TV in the bedroom. It's absolutely banned. Everything is charged, phone, iPad, the whole 9 yards is charged outside of the room. And since I've done that, it has made a huge difference. Number 1, the sort of distraction of the phone and something I didn't turn off properly or it's vibrating or whatever. But generally speaking, I just think from a sort of electromagnetic point of view, it's helpful to have not too many electronic things in the bedroom. So that would be my tip number 1. And to that end, I just want to show you this. I have an alarm clock because I know that a lot of people have electric alarm clocks, which I really do not recommend. This actually, I don't even think they make this clock anymore, which is kind of sad because it is so amazing. It's called Zen Alarm Clock. It was a wedding present for me like 17 years ago, and it's still as good as it was then. It's just battery operated, and it wakes me up with this, hey Phoebe, with a little ding ding, like a little sort of Zen thing. Can you hear it like that? And that is just, I don't have the flashing lights and the electronic right next door to my head or on my nightstand from a clock. And also, I just knowing that I'm not going to be woken up by some crazy alarm, some electronic signal is very soothing for me. So I recommend, they do, I'll put a link underneath the video because this company still exists, Zen Alarm Clock. I was looking, Now and Zen it's called, but I'm not sure that this exact model exists anymore, but I will put a link because they do different models of that little dinging thing. So that's that. Now, the only exception I make to something that is plugged in is an air filter or an air purifier, because allergies can really disrupt our sleep. Does anybody out there suffer from allergies, from asthma and any kind of allergy? Because if you do, you'll know that blocked up nose, that sniffling, that just feeling almost like you're suffocating can really interrupt the sleep. So for me, I live here in Los Angeles in the middle of LA, and there's a lot of pollutants around and smoggy and everything else. And I don't really suffer from bad allergies, but certainly what has made the difference for my husband and I mean a huge difference, is investing in a really high quality air purifier. So the one that we have is this one right here. I actually wish I had one for every single room because I don't think there's a better one on the market. I actually wheeled it in. I only have one and it's in our master bedroom, and I wheeled it in here because I wanted to show it to you. But you know, over the years, because I'm a mum with my little daughter, I honestly have invested and tried and looked at the top of the market air purifiers, because again, here we are in LA, and my daughter has suffered from sort of various different respiratory things, as kids do when she was much younger, and so I was not going to take any risks. It's just like, I'm here in a city, I want the cleanest air possible. So I've been through a couple of different models. This one, the IntelliPure, is the best by so big a margin, I cannot even tell you. I'm going to just put the link underneath the video because I don't want to talk about it too much now. I don't want to make this video too long, but do go check it out. Click on that link and look at everything that they have to say, because I don't recommend things like that lightly. And I can only say that when I go into my bedroom at night, or when I wake up in the morning, with this, you can smell fresh air. It's almost as if you sort of walking into a meadow where it's just rained and thunderstormed and it's fresh air. The air smells that clean. So my husband and I are very, very happy, because just to know that, you know, we can sleep better and that we're breathing for 8 hours or so, you know, really, really clean air is a massive help. And my husband swears that he can now sleep better with it. And I think I might be able to get a coupon code for you for that, a money off coupon. So if I can, I'll put that underneath the video too. All right. So the next thing, talking about if you really have problems sleeping, one of the things that I found to be hugely helpful is melatonin. And melatonin is an all-natural, drug-free supplement that you can take for occasional sleeplessness. And I cannot even tell you how helpful that I have found it. When I'm going through those little times and I'm like, oh, I'm just not sleeping so well, when I have jet lag, I always travel with melatonin. My dad, who's in his 90s, you know, he has occasional sleeplessness. Melatonin has really helped him, my husband, etc. It's actually an antioxidant as well. So the one that I really like is by Natrol, just their melatonin sleep, and I'm like that because I haven't got my contact lenses in here. But I will tell you that it is fast dissolve, it is strawberry flavored, and you pop one under your tongue and you are done. So highly, highly recommend. I'll put the link to that underneath the video. You know, interestingly, Phoebe, I wish you could see Phoebe because she's kind of like right here, and I know that if I pull her, she'll try and bite me. But Phoebe, it was recommended that she take melatonin because she's having problems sleeping right now, and she has Cushing's disease and a lot of things wrong with her. So Phoebe takes melatonin too. All right, next up, all right, so to me, sheets, your bedding is, for me anyway, I'm not going to say for you, but for me, it is night and day with getting a good night's sleep. And I'm very fussy and very sensitive to sheet texture. So much so that I don't know if you've been into Bed Bath and Beyond anytime recently, if you live in America, where it's so overwhelming, the sheet selection. It's suddenly, there's just like thread count, everything from 400 to sort of 4 million. And then I sort of feel them and it's like, wait a minute, that one doesn't even feel any different to the really inexpensive one. So very confusing, okay? And been through lots of different sheets over the years until I found the one sheet that I have to have it now in every color for every bed in my home. And they're these bamboo sheets. These ones, as you can see, are in gray. They actually get better with wear. And they come in gray and white in different shades. And they are the softest, most delicious, velvety, but not too thick, because I don't want sheets that are going to make me hot either or get all sort of tangled. To me, it is literally the perfect sheet that I finally found. And they're, as I say, they're made of bamboo. And I will put the link for them. I'm just trying to think of the name. I think it's the Bamboo Sheet Company. But anyway, I'll put the link for these underneath the video, because you will thank me forever. You'll thank me forever, actually, if you get the sheets, the air purifier, because these are game changers for me, and for occasional sleeplessness, the Natrol melatonin, and then the others are just helpful little things, which I'm going to quickly show you now, so stay with me. Oh, I was going to say, I forgot to tell you this. I don't read on an iPad in bed anymore because, you know, the pineal gland, even if you have the night shift feature, you know, to me, I don't completely trust it. I believe in old-fashioned books and paper. And for me, it just helps to soothe me and send me into a sleep, not looking at a screen, because I've been looking at a screen all day long. So I have a bunch of books, and I like reading spiritual books and books about meditation. That is my absolute top choice, either that or a really good novel. But I want to read something that's soothing and not kind of scary or weird. So The Joy of, this is just one that I picked up because I have so many meditation books in my bookcase, and I thought I'll just talk about this one. It's called The Joy of Living, Unlocking the Secret and Science of Happiness. And it's such a good book, and it's all about meditation, and it's quite deep and soulful and it's just a joyful read is all I can say. And it's a really, really good one to help zone you into a beautiful sleep and beautiful dreams. Somebody is snoring. Can you hear that? That's Phoebe. Phoebe, that's another reason why Phoebe can't be in the bed. All right, so there's that. Now, here's something that my daughter swears by. She's a teenager. She's been through all different times of sleeplessness in her life, and she's now in a junior in high school. So the stress, the pressure is on, and now she can't live without this. It's a DIY pillow spray that I made with lavender, and the recipe for it is underneath the video. It is a fantastic DIY. It works like a charm. Make it for yourself. Make it for anybody you know who suffers from sleeplessness. They will thank you so much. So there's that. Then in the same kind of a lavender category, I actually love, this is a lavender bag. You can get all sorts of different ones online. You can look them up on Amazon. This one is filled with buckwheat and lavender, and you can either make it cold or warm. But what I love to do if I'm feeling a little bit sort of just tight and I've had a day and I'm stressed and I'm a little bit worried, is I'll heat it a little bit in the microwave, and I'll do my pillow spray, and Lola, my daughter, does this too. And then I'll just get it all scrunched up underneath my neck and my shoulders, and it feels so good. And I'll lie down, and that'll sort of ease me. Again, it'll just soften and ease my shoulders into that lovely sort of sleepy, released state. Also, and I think this is the last thing I'm going to show you, I had like 15 things and I had to pare it down, was this is Genius, or it's a magical is a better word, remedy. It's a aromatherapy remedy, and it's by Hope Gilliman, who I'm a huge fan of, and I'll put the link to this remedy underneath the video. And it is the Muscle Remedy, and it's a roll-on. and it will help release your muscles almost instantaneously. So if your muscles are really tight in your neck and shoulders, which they get that way for me because I sit for great long lengths of time on my computer, what I do is you just roll on your neck. Oh, it feels good even just doing that. Both sides of your neck, shoulders, you can even put some on, the front of your neck where it gets really tight as well. Massage it in. Oh, this feels so nice and it smells amazing. And then you're going to feel that you can just release. Just like that. So really, in sum to all of this, the key is that if you get into bed and you are stressed out and you've got all this electronic business going and you try to go to sleep like that, it's unlikely that you're going to have a really, really restful night, deep night's sleep of healing. So what we want to do before we go to bed is to take that time just to start releasing about an hour before we go to bed. So if you are a TV watcher, which my husband is, and I've now got him into this habit, I'm going to say make him, I force him to turn off the TV at least 30 minutes, if not 60 minutes before he goes to bed and pick up a book, because then that'll just start slowing his mind down. Otherwise, he's stimulation, get into bed and, oh, I can't sleep. So that would be the last final tip I'll give you. Just think about an hour before you go to bed to start cranking everything down, to slowing everything down, to turning off the electronics so that this signals your pineal gland in your brain that it's time to go to sleep. And those actions are so powerful. And I'm going to add the final tip is go to bed 1 hour earlier than you would normally do so, because our lives are so busy now, and I bet you have to get up early and work, and if you're like me, you want to do all that good stuff like exercise and meditate and smoothies and everything else before you even start your day. And so for me, if I don't make it a habit to go to bed really as early as I possibly can, and it used to be 10:30, and now I'll almost like make that goal of I'm going to try and go to bed at 9:30, because by the time I've finished with all this business it's going to be 10:30 anyway. So just think cranking everything a little bit earlier. You will be so thankful. Your body will be so thankful. Your immune system will be so thankful. Sleep has become ever increasingly important in our crazy modern day world. Don't shortchange yourself, and I will see you next time. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, as I have hundreds of videos on nutrition and DIYs and beauty reviews and the whole 9 yards. So that's it from me and little Sunshine. I'm going to wake Sunshine up because I just have to get the little baked potato. The little pillow pet. All right, my friends, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, there are hundreds more. And please also visit my blog at sophieuliano.com for detailed reviews, recipes, DIYs, and more.